Hey, so I told a couple of you today. Actually, I only think I told two people, but I felt compelled to make this video. I just kind of wanted to make it. I wouldn't say it's to get anything off my chest, but that's kind of what I'm doing. So I don't know. To begin with, lately I have been really just going through a lot of things. And those things have caused me to become or to have a very negative and very cynical attitude. And that's kind of piled on top of the fact that I'm just ready to go to college. I'm ready to get out of Zebulon. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. The reason why I decided to make this was because basically so that I could have a reminder for myself, so that I can watch this when I feel that I need it, to keep myself in check. I am still going to post it on Facebook and probably on YouTube, just for, I'm not posting it for likes, I'm not posting it to get shares, I'm just kind of posting it. It's more for me, but I mean, if I can inspire someone to kind of hopefully gather the same attitude that I'm hoping to pursue, then that's good too. So anyway, basically what I'm here to say is I have been a very negative and unfriendly and just altogether cynical person lately, much more than before. People have always told me, Cam, you're so honest, sometimes brutally honest, but it's always been a thing that it was more of a positive thing, people saying that. And I think that it's gotten more to the point now where I've just gotten so negative and so cynical and, to be honest, just rude to many people. And I'll be honest, I don't know why. I don't know why I act that way. But I do know that it's not the way that I've always been. And of course, I'm not that way to everybody. I have my friends and I have my boyfriend, and those people all tell me, they're like, you don't act that way toward us, da 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 da. But, that's not an excuse. Nobody should ever be treated badly under any circumstance. That's just the way it is. As many of you know, I don't live with my parents. I think that that has really started to not really take a toll on me, but I've started to realize really just how much I miss my mom and my brother. I miss my mom and my brother very, very much. And it's hard. And I never thought it would be hard, but it's very hard having to come to terms with the fact that I don't have any immediate family that wants to support me. Of course, my grandparents are very supportive, and all my aunts and uncles are very supportive, but there's nothing quite like having that immediate family right there with you. And I think it would be different if I'd been adopted or something like that a long time ago, because then they kind of become your family, but I was raised by my parents for 17 years, and now they're just suddenly not a part of my life at all, and they don't want to be a part of my life at all. Because I've chosen to live, which, I mean, I've chosen to live a gay lifestyle, I will say that, but I mean, obviously, I don't believe that you choose to be gay, but that's not what this video is about. But basically, in that being said, I think that started to really take a toll on my attitude. I'm just very bitter a lot of the time. I think to myself, I feel, which I don't really feel this way. Well, in some ways I do, but in a lot of ways I don't, but I know that I come off that I feel this way completely, but I feel, or act that I feel a lot of times like I know so much more than everyone else. And, a lot of that stems from me being through what I've been through, and I feel almost as though I'm entitled, even though I'm not. I don't believe that I am. Sometimes I get that feeling inside of myself, like, oh, I know more than you do because I've been through more than you have. Which is just not always the case. I mean, there's tons of things that I don't know, and there's tons of things that other people know more than me, and, basically, over the Thanksgiving break, I really started to think to myself, and I was thinking, there's no reason or excuse for me to ever treat anyone with inferiority. We are all equal. I mean, that's just the way that it is. Human beings are all equal, in my opinion. And, going back to my parents, I moved out of my parents' house just wanting and seeking equality for who I was. And, I'm going to be who I am, but other people are going to be who they are too. And I think I'm slowly starting to become more aware that everybody's not always going to agree with me, and I'm not always going to agree with everybody, but that respect should never go away, and kindness should never go away. I don't want to leave Eastwick Academy with people remembering me as, oh man, that guy was, an asshole, or that guy was really rude, or that guy was mean to me one time, or, I want to leave the impression of, he lifted me up when I was in a bad spot. He's very inspiring. He's very nice. He's kind. Like, that's the legacy, I guess, that I want to leave at my high school and just in life in general. I don't want people to think negatively of me. And, I've just realized that, people don't just automatically think negatively of you, For a while, I was very fervent in the fact that I was discriminated against often because I am gay, and I do go to a very conservative school. And as I've as I spend more time away from my house where homosexual anything was completely not allowed, I'm learning to experiment with things more. And I don't mean in a bad way. I just mean with my looks, with my styles and things like that. I'm learning to be more expressive of who I am. And I'm just here to say, I will always dress the way that I want. I will wear what I want. I will dye my hair the color that I want. And I will wear, I wear makeup. I wear a lot of makeup sometimes. And you know what? If that's what I want to do with myself, then I don't know why it is really a big deal to anybody else. Yeah, a lot of guys don't wear makeup. And a lot of people feel that guys shouldn't wear makeup. And that is an okay opinion to have. But once again, that's an opinion. My opinion is that everybody should wear makeup, because I think everyone would look a little better if they had a little bit of makeup on their face. But that's just me, and I understand that that's a very rare idea, but that's just my opinion. And basically the point that I'm trying to make is, I want to be a good person, and a nice person, and a kind person, and a loving person, and I want people to judge me on my character. I don't want people to judge me based on what I'm wearing. I don't want people to judge me based on whether or not I'm wearing makeup. Because none of those things in the end really matter. um, 20 years from now, people most likely aren't going to remember what I wore. People aren't going to remember, you know, what I said, but people are going to remember how I made them feel. So, this is just kind of my testament, or testimony, not really a testimony, but just a declaration that I have been convicted by myself in the fact that I realize that I'm not better than anyone else. I realize that. And it's not okay for me to treat other people like that. For those of you who have known me for many years, you know that I've not always been a negative. In fact, positivity has always been something that I've absolutely strived for, pushed for. Positivity was one of the most important things. When I was applying for colleges, I actually wrote an essay on positivity, just about being positive in general. Just being positive makes everything better. And I think I've kind of lost that part of myself, and I'm really working on trying to get it back. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but it's already been going for 11 minutes, so I guess I'm gonna keep talking. There's something that I always have just thought to myself, and that is that, you know, if I treated everyone nicely, then at least if they wanted to judge me on something else, they could never say that I was mean or that I was, you know, whatever. I would rather someone say, oh, he's a freak because he wears makeup, but at least he's nice, than for people to say, oh my god, he does his makeup so perfectly, but he's so rude. You know? So basically, like I said, this video is for me. I'm going to be watching this video probably pretty frequently just to help myself, help remind myself this promise that I've made to myself. But also, I kind of want other people to know too. Changing who you are doesn't happen overnight. I know that. It didn't happen overnight that I became this way. And to be honest, guys, I really don't know. I don't know at all what caused me to become this way. It has happened slowly over time. I don't really want to go into too many details about what my theories are. I think I may have an idea, but it's not an excuse. I let myself fall into negativity, and now it's my job to pull myself out. So, feel free to comment on this or share this or whatever. I understand it's kind of, I'm rambling a lot, and like I'm doing right now. But if it does inspire somebody to have a different attitude toward life or toward other people, then I mean, you know, that's always nice. But you know, so feel free to like, comment, share, whatever. And I guess I'll see you later.